What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Only One KDB, and I'm back with another video. In today's video, bro, we got how one allegation ruined Lil Mosey's career. Lil Mosey, Lil Mosey, whatever the fuck is that? Lil Mosey. That's the name, Lil Mosey, ain't it? Bitches changing that like I ain't know this. Yeah, that song used to be hard, bro. I used to fuck with that song back in the day. You know what I'm saying? 2018 vibes, I think. I think that's when it came out. But anyway, we finna get to the video, bro. Let's see what kind of allegations he got. Allegations. You know what I'm saying? What ruined his career? Because I was wondering what happened to bro. I remember he got robbed one time. On camera, I think. You know what I'm saying? But we finna get to the video, bro. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. And let's get to it, bro.
At age 21, it looks like it might be a wrap on Lil Mosey's career. After dreaming about hip-hop stardom since he was a kid, Mosey got everything he ever wanted, only to see one incident drag his name through the mud, facing life in prison, and fighting to prove his innocence even after the judge said so. It's your boy Luesta, and today we're gonna take a look at why you don't hear.
I didn't know he got charged for that. Well, he was being accused of that. Yo, second degree R word. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, that's crazy.
Lil Mosey anymore. In his younger days, Lil Mosey was just a kid from Seattle with aspirations of making it big. Ever since he was little, all he would consume was hip-hop when his older sibling put him onto a classic song from Meek Mill, of all people.
The first person I started listening to, like the first rapper I started listening to, was probably Meek Mill.
Hey, Meek Mill, I used to pray for time like this, to dime like this, to rhyme like this, to hime like this, to shine like that. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you still hear that shit in every fucking club, bro. Like, everywhere. Like, for what? That shit fucking 60 years old. Like, don't nobody want to hear that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that like I wasn't just singing it.
I had this iPod. I had no music on there. My older brother, he put Dreams and Nightmares on that shit.
Of course.
And that was all I listened to. So that's what got me into like rapping and shit.
Little did Mosey know that his dream would turn into a nightmare down the road. But back in 8th grade,
I see what you did there.
On GarageBand and Audacity while spitting his bars through an Apple headphones mic. Even with these limitations, Mosey started taking off on SoundCloud pretty much from his debut track, So Bad.
I really want you, you so bad, baby. Tell me why don't you come my way?
That song quickly gathered
50,000 that's a vibe. I fuck with that
song.
After, I ain't never heard
other
it.
Songs like Pull Up exploded in popularity, attracting huge numbers of views on YouTube. That's when a young Lathan Echoes realized that there wasn't much point in getting an education.
Yeah, I was at that time.
His name Lathan Echoes?
My mom made me go to school and shit, but once I started growing up a little more on SoundCloud and shit.
Why the fuck he get Lil Mosey from then? If his name Lathan. But that's a rare name, bruh. I ain't never heard of nobody named Lathan. How the fuck he get Lil... Let's continue.
Why am I even going to school? So I said, fuck that shit.
After dropping out, Mosey moved to LA to pursue his music career full-time, and those numbers just kept piling up. Even if people couldn't believe just how young he was while rapping about sipping lean and getting girls. Back then, though, everything was going in the right direction for Mosey. A sharp contrast.
I remember he used to stay wearing a bake hoodie, bro.
In this video. After signing a deal with Interscope Records in June of 2018, he quickly got a video from Lyrical Lemonade with his track called Notice.
Getting money, nigga, that my money.
Stupid. Sitting at nearly 300 million views on YouTube at the time of this recording.
Yo, anybody that been watching me for a long time, bro, this used to be my intro, bro, back in 2018. That's crazy.
At the time, the importance of getting a visual from Lyrical Lemonade's Cole Bennett couldn't be understated. He was literally the biggest tastemaker at the time, and rappers such as Juice WRLD, Lil Xan, and Lil Skies all blew up after linking up with him. Mosey was no exception. Noticed would be his first platinum-selling single, peaking at number 60 on the billboards, and basically set him up as an MC who was on the march to the top. As all of this was happening, Mosey was on tour with rappers like Juice WRLD and Cordae. He was learning a lot from them during each opening act, and gradually getting accustomed to the life of fame, specifically the love he was getting from women. In a Billboard interview from 2018, Mosey stated, "It shocks me every day. Every day, it gets harder and harder to even go outside. People start crying and stuff. In Atlanta, my mom came downstairs and we were talking behind the crowd. People from the crowd saw me and started running towards me, asking for pictures and stuff. This girl asked for a picture, and after she got it, she passed out." Witnessing these kind of scenes,
yo, that's
his mom,
insane.
who raised him and his siblings by herself, was a little apprehensive about the world he was getting into. She's not used to it. She was low-key against it in the beginning. She always told me like, why do you want to do this? Why don't you wait? You can always do this later. You could just be a normal kid. You don't gotta do this. You could do normal kid stuff. Maybe she had some kind of sixth sense or something. But it seems a little bit like she foresaw that there was trouble looming around the corner.
Yeah.
In October of 2018, Mosey dropped his first project, North's Best, peaking at number 29 on the billboards and giving him another Cole Bennett-backed hit with Kamikaze. Heading into 2019, Lil Mosey's rise carried on. But his stock took a little hit as he experienced trolling for the first time due to the historically bad performance that he had on the XXL Freshman Cypher.
Oh, I remember this.
I woke up like the man, never popping Zans.
Yeah, this shit was ass, Lord, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This was horrible. God damn, man. Megan Thee Stallion was on this too. I see her back there with that green hair. I mean, turquoise hair. I mean, green hair, turquoise. Light green. Whatever the fuck it is. God damn.
They killing me, damn.
This shit is
Though it
trash,
should
bro.
have been a milestone as his attempt got him memed into oblivion, with users commenting things like, 3 years later and Lil Mosey's freestyle is still ass. And Mosey is the perfect example of just because you think you can do something doesn't mean you should. In fairness to Mosey, he owned up to the fact it just wasn't a skill set he had, tweeting, "Not gonna lie, my freestyle was trash. I don't freestyle, as y'all can see. I like to write songs and sing melodies, but I
Yeah.
tried and had fun." Y'all memes are hella funny though. Around the same time, he also engaged in a bizarre beef with Lil Tecca over claims that he stole his rhymes.
Oh, Lord Tucker.
So
Shorty
you
with the
said
glasses.
Dropping a song Tekka. Fuck Tekka. Fuck is you saying? Don't ever bring his name up in my life one more time.
But when he dropped 2019 sophomore album, Certified Hitmaker, a lot of that chatter died down. Led by tracks like Stuck in a Dream with Gunna and G-Walk featuring Chris Brown, the album made it to number 12 on the Billboard charts. But this was just going to be a prelude for the biggest hit of his career, with 2020's Blueberry Faygo.
I ain't gonna lie, he used
At
to
the
make some
moment,
catchy
this is
songs
Mosey's
though, bro.
biggest contribution to hip hop. Even if people aren't checking for Mosey anymore, this song is still getting spins to the point that it now has over 1 billion streams on Spotify.
1
From this
billion?
point on, it seems like calling himself a hitmaker wasn't just a snappy album title, and that the mogul vision which he named his label after was coming to fruition. Lil Mosey has a good flow, and pretty much all his songs are hits. Can't wait to see what else he has throughout 2021. But unfortunately for Mosey fans that wanted to see his rise continue, they had another thing coming. Blueberry Faygo
Okay.
is now the last song of Mosey's to even make it into the top 200. But with what he was facing, making it onto the charts was probably the least of his worries.
That's crazy.
In
bro.
April of 2021, Lil Mosey was working on music, teasing fans with the upcoming release of his new album, Universal, when all of a sudden, his world would be turned upside down.
Little Mosey has reportedly been charged with a in the Washington state, and now there's a
Oh,
$50,000 bench warrant issued for his arrest after he failed to appear in court. Mosey reportedly skipped his court appearance on Wednesday after being charged weeks before. Both Mosey and another man who the Chronicle reports
You skipped your court fucking appearance too? Shit. God damn. Yeah, bro, that sounds like to me you felt like you was guilty, my boy. Nigga said, fuck that, I ain't going to court. Damn.
have been charged with 1 count of second-degree.
The incident, which stemmed back to 2020, suddenly led the world seeing Mosey in a very different light. When he last released a track before the news came out with Try Me, Mosey was getting 15 million views. From then on, he struggled to get above 2 million, eventually plummeting below the million mark. But as I
Damn.
said earlier, Mosey had bigger fish to fry than a music career, as he was
Right.
accused of having sex with a girl while she was, quote, incapable of consent by reasoning of being physically helpless or mentally incapacitated after blacking out from drinking. The fact that it allegedly took place in Washington state also didn't help his case. Although he admitted to having a prior consensual relationship with this woman, Washington has a R-word shield statute that generally prohibits evidence of prior sexual relationships and activities with an alleged victim at trial. As a result, Mosey was looking at life imprisonment, and in spite of the seriousness of his predicament, the internet was typically merciless. With one user writing, "I love seeing rappers getting locked up for treating women the wrong way. They really think they're invincible with all that fame. Hope jail turns Lil Mosey into somebody's bitch so he can get a taste of his own medicine." But the way that the court works is that people are or innocent until proven guilty. And at the time, he was just a 19-year-old kid staring down the barrel
Damn, he
of
was
a
only
life behind
19?
bars that he probably wasn't cut out for. And for the better part of 2 years, Mosey stayed in his purgatory, largely forgotten by fans and ignored by the media. Suddenly, what looked like a very lucrative career was left in tatters. But in March of 2023, he would finally get some solace. The only question is if it's a little too late. In March of 2023, Lil Mosey was officially found not guilty on all charges. Taken to Instagram after the incident, he expressed his sheer joy of being vindicated, saying, quote, "Spent 2 years of my life going through the storm, and I'm happy to say that God finally brought the truth to light," he said. "Thank you." Just days after the news broke, Mosey released a track titled Flu Game. The song drew inspiration from Michael Jordan's legendary comeback under challenging circumstances, symbolizing triumph over adversity. Right away, fans were happy to see him back, but acknowledged that he had a tough road. Lil Mosey looks so much happier now, good for him. I can't wait to see what's in store for 2023. Been such a huge supporter of—
That's gonna be on his name for the rest of his life, though. Some people ain't gonna never forgive him, like, especially like the female like crowd. If he did have a female crowd, like, before that incident, like, they ain't gonna never look at him the same type shit. So that's gonna fuck him over, bro.
I'm so glad to see everything with his name is cleared up. Kinda sad how his reputation is permanently tarnished by a false accusation. Of course, the girl won't be getting any backlash. His fans weren't the only ones who had their concerns.
It be like that, bro. That's
with
just
academics
sad.
wondering if he could bounce back in a genre where momentum is so important.
This is one of them tough situations where, like, just honestly, there's no recourse for him, right? So he loses 2 years of his life, traction all out the window. Could Lil Mosey pull another rabbit out the hat with another fucking huge hit song? I don't know, maybe he can. But losing 2 years of relevance, because now you gotta like lay low. Like, he's probably spent maybe millions of dollars in attorney fees.
Right.
But at least he got his freedom, I guess. But now his life is definitely in turmoil and probably has to pick up the pieces trying to get some money up now.
As for Mosey, he's determined as ever to get on track. As of now, at 21, he's no longer a boy, but a man.
I mean, it's been tough. It's definitely been tough mentally. I kind of just had to rebuild my whole life. It sucks, like, to have something like that be attached to my name, knowing I didn't do it, and the jury found me not guilty. Well, my voice is changing, so like, just me recording, I see myself hitting a bunch of different type of notes. Notes that when I was like 16, 17, my voice would crack or whatever. Now, like, I'm a man, so like, I can hit certain notes that I wasn't able to hit. Just the songs I'm creating is just, to me, personally, next level.
Now given a second shot at his career, Mosey should be capitalizing on it when the renewed interest is there. But at the moment, his fans are confused at the lack of new music coming their way. Or worse, actively frustrated and wondering if he has what it takes to mount a comeback after everything he's been through. The only hope that I have for Mosey to blow up again is if he collabs with some Hispanic artists, or with someone like Yeat, Ken Carson, or Destroy.
I feel like he can make a hit. I don't feel like he need to. Well, he do need to like do collabs and shit, but like I feel like he could make a hit by himself, type shit. If the song good enough, they going look what they did to R. Kelly, bro. He had that shit on his name for years before he went to jail, and he still was like doing numbers type shit. Like people were still buying shit, but like I don't know, bro. That shit crazy though. That shit crazy.
That are currently at their best. We've been waiting 8 months for new music, almost 9. If something is wrong with his label or him personally, then that's okay. At least say something so we can support you. Instead, Mosey just hides and changes his profile picture. I'm not gonna waste my time with this shit no more. I used to be the biggest Mosey fan of all time.
Damn,
Allegations
he angry,
came out
ain't it?
and I knew he was innocent. I still listen to his music from time to time, but honestly, I've moved on. Now trying to insert himself back into a hip-hop landscape that since created new stars with his own fans getting impatient, Lil Mosey has to move fast if he wants to stay relevant and hope for another hit the size of Blueberry Faygo. But now that he's been found innocent, it seems like the biggest tragedy of this is that Mosey shouldn't have to be fighting this hard to begin with. Now 21 years of age, there's still plenty of room for him to grow as an artist. The only problem is if there's still going to be an audience willing to listen if he doesn't put his foot on the pedal now. Because if not, he's only going to be remembered for his past successes.
Right, bro. We gotta get a move on, bro. Let's get a move on here. But yeah, that's finna do it, bro, for this video, bro. That was how one allegation ruined Lil Mosey's career. But we finna get out of here, bro. If you enjoyed that reaction video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Turn on that post notification bell so you get notified when I drop another banger, bro. Yeah, bro. lying lying about that kind of shit, and they don't face no backlash for it or nothing. Like, they just get away with, like, lying. They don't face no consequence or none of that shit. Like, and you just ruin the whole nigga reputation, and he got something on his name that he honestly can't get off, because, like, that shit gonna stick with him forever, bro. He might be, like, found not guilty in a court of law, but he gonna be found guilty in as far as, like, public opinion type shit. But that shit crazy, bro. We finna get out of here, bro. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. And I'm out of here, bro.